Sister Wives Season 19 has been a major shift for the Brown family, and I've changed my mind because after learning about the resolution to the Coyote Pass drama, I think this could be the perfect place for the show to come to a close. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, viewers have been watching and waiting to see if the series will continue on in the future. While there likely isn't going to be any direct resolution about Sister Wives' future until after the current season ends, I've been speculating about the future of the show after Cody Brown's divorces. Cody, who married Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown in the 1990s and proceeded to build a large plural family, has been having a tough time since his relationships began to crumble around him. While Cody is still with Robin Brown, his marriage to Meri, Janelle, and Christine have all dissolved in recent years, and with the show originally revolving around the successful plural family, things changed quickly. Cody's marriages were just the tip of the iceberg, and although Sister Wives Season 19 has, thus far, spent a lot of time delving into Christine's wedding to David Woolley and their newfound love, the show will be shifting gears in the second half of the season as Meri and Janelle deal with selling their pieces of Coyote Pass. While Cody and Robin have ownership of the biggest pieces of the land, Meri and Janelle had both invested in the land as well, hoping to build homes when the family was still together and functioning. Now, with things having broken apart, Janelle and Meri's land has been weighing them down. After years of turmoil, it was recently reported that Janelle and Meri have finally sold their parcels of Coyote Pass after Cody made it deeply complicated for them to do so. While Cody has denied involvement in trying to keep his ex-wives from selling their pieces of the land, it's been clear that something is stopping the pair from moving forward with their transaction. Janelle and Meri both have different motivations for wanting to sell their parcels, but now that they've done so. Throughout the last few seasons of Sister Wives, Janelle and Meri have both been more open about their lives outside of their marriages to Cody than ever before. When Janelle was struggling with the decision of whether or not she wanted to leave Cody and the plural Brown family behind, she made it clear that there was more than meets the eye happening between her and her longtime husband. Though the couple had been through a particularly vicious argument at the time of their split, Janelle had shared that she'd been feeling some strain for quite a while with Cody. Cody and Robin's relationship came into the forefront and took over the Brown family during the COVID-19 pandemic, when Cody stopped rotating a schedule of visiting his wives and hunkered down at home with Robin. While he'd been moving through his relationships a bit more cleanly before, Cody's decision to forego his other marriages put financial stress on Janelle like never before. Janelle shared that she'd tied up all of her money into Coyote Pass ahead of the pandemic, and after her argument with Cody sparked consideration of divorce, she was terrified she'd come out of a split with nothing. Although Meri may not have been as financially burdened by how much money she put into Coyote Pass, she was dealing with a lot of her finances being tied up in the land. Meri, who chose to move to Parowan, Utah in order to help grow her businesses and aid in the restoration of her bed and breakfast, has been isolated from the rest of the family for the last few seasons of Sister Wives. While her relationship with Cody has always been deeply complicated, Meri's ability to successfully fend for herself has never been something that's called into question. Instead, Meri's independence has been something that's caused her to struggle in her relationship with Cody and Robin, who have both seemed like they need her far more than she needs them. Understanding that Meri and Cody's marriage is over, she's been doing a great job at forging ahead with her new projects like her platform, Worthy Up. Meri, who's promised to share her truth about her marriage to Cody and their difficulties in the future, has invested herself into her passions, and deserves to be able to move forward with them without the financial and mental strain she's faced. As the final sale of Meri and Janelle's Coyote Pass parcels have finally been reported, it's clear that both of them want to move forward after the transaction with a clear head. Meri and Janelle may have different end goals surrounding the sale, but the freedom they surely feel after selling the land and recouping their funds likely can't be matched. While they were likely both happy to have sold the land, it could be bittersweet considering that part of their lives has now come to an end, which changes the perspective of the Sister Wives family in some ways. Although Meri and Janelle may be facing different levels of financial difficulty, the pair have been doing everything they can to move forward into the next chapters of their lives, respectively. As the pair finally put Coyote Pass to rest, it seems like the perfect way for Sister Wives to come to a close. Now that the family is entirely untangled from one another and has moved into a new space without responsibility for one another, it seems like the series is on the back burner for the former Brown family. Sister Wives could finally come to a natural end. Sister Wives mid-season premiere airs Sunday.